I asked for barbells from Sears, and they're the plastic ones with the cement on the inside, you know. And over the summer, and I came back, I was unrecognizable to my friends.
I'm not going to name his name. However, I'm pretty sure he accidentally defecated himself.
Yelled at, sworn at, keep it up. I mean, those are the guys that really push hard.
Blaine Carson, you ranked 8th in the CrossFit Open last year. You're 72 years old. You've been on this CrossFit journey for the last 10 years. You've been competing for the last 7. What got you started in fitness in general? And how old were you when you started?
That's a great question. My wife and I actually talked about that this morning. So I remember very vividly. I was in 7th grade and chubby. I was the band geek, although I was athletic as well. And I wanted to lose the fat. And back then, the only thing that really you could do was get barbells, or there wasn't gyms necessarily. You just kind of did everything in your own. So the Christmas of my 7th grade year, I asked for barbells from Sears, and they're the plastic ones with the cement in the inside, you know. And so I remember my dad telling me when he carried the box in from the shed, he said it damn near killed him, just trying to carry the box in. He says, "What am I getting myself into?" So I religiously, basically did chest press from the floor. Didn't get any extension or anything. Just hit the floor and went back up. Curls. I really, there really wasn't that much to. You couldn't go online and see what a workout was or anything. So I just did I did overhead press and some chest and some biceps. And by the end the times the school year ended, and over the summer, and I came back, I was unrecognizable to my friends,
Yeah.
basically, that I didn't see during the whole summer. And that year, I went to Oregon to visit with my some family members up there, and there's a picture of me on a top of a water slide, doing doing flexing the muscles. Man, I had a 6 pack. It was unbelievable. So my body, I have great genetics. I think that's what really helped me get started and being able to look like we do. And so,
It hurts that you look at him when you
yeah,
say
well,
that.
you would,
Like you guys do on that side of the table?
yeah,
Okay, I got
yeah,
it.
we're not going to arm wrestle or anything. So,
We might pop our shirts off later, but
yeah,
it won't be weird.
Yeah, during the group picture, we'll pull
Yeah.
that off. So, once I got into football. I played a lot of baseball, basketball. I just really stayed active in sports, band and basketball, little league football, little league baseball, and went up through the American Legion in baseball. It just really kept sports a part of almost my daily routine. And then I started working too. When I was I had my first job when I was 16, when gas was 25 cents a gallon. So, and that was full service. I was pumping the gas too. So, and then high school hit, played football, lettered in football, track, and then once I graduated from high school, I got in the Army. I was in the 23rd Army, the National Guard 23rd Army Band. So I did my rifle stuff and all the training and everything. But then I played in the band after that. So, and that was a great learning experience. We went into junior high and high schools. We did seminars with the kids. Then at night we got in our dress greens and went and did a combined concert for the parents. And it was very, very cool to sit there and be so respected by these kids and the parents coming up and thanking us and thank you for your service. All of those things really played a big part in my life as far as that goes. So then, even after I got married, I tried to stay active. I had active jobs that kept me going. Got into sales, and just then the gym thing started happening. Gyms started opening, and so I did that all the way through until later in life, when I ran some half marathons, did triathlons with my daughter, and then got into CrossFit.
So you've been physically active the entirety of your life.
Yeah, I really have.
What would you say would be the hardest time frame for you as far as physically, like working out and everything?
After getting married.
Fair enough.
And having kids especially. So yeah, that really slowed me down. The expense of it really wasn't an option. Trying to struggle through the early 80s, and then in the late 80s, money wasn't an issue. So and there were gyms popping up. I did some yoga. I did some calisthenics with classes and all of those things. So I always tried to stay pretty active as best I could.
So somebody that's listening to this interview right now, and they're saying, well, okay, he's 72 years old, but he's been working out the entirety of his life. Mm-hmm. What would you say to them to get them motivated about their possible day one of this journey of fitness?
I'll tell you what. Working out at a gym or trying to do something at home is nothing like a workout at CrossFit.
Yeah.
And so it just takes consistency, persistency, healthy eating, a strong mind, a positive mind. All of those things play a big part in making sure you're healthy in an older age.
Yeah. I have a friend who's, I believe, in his 50s, and he gives me a hard time about CrossFit because there is absolutely a subculture of CrossFit. I mean, most of my shirts are CrossFit shirts. And I made fun of CrossFitters before I started CrossFitting, and then I was like, oh, wow, I'm eating a whole lot of humble pie right now. However, I have had this comment to many different people that say something about CrossFit, and I go, look, it's $20 to drop in for the gym. Come in for a day. If you are able to do the competition, or not the competition, if you're able to do the workout of the day and not get time capped, I'll pay for your $20. And then you can brag all you want. And I've had one person show up. I'm not going to name his name. However, I'm pretty sure he accidentally defecated himself. No joke. Midway through, he ran into the bathroom and then left right after that. Yeah. And I've had one other person take me up on it, and he ran his mouth a lot, and then he worked out and he went like, okay, I'm not going to let my ego run the show anymore. And he kept showing up with me for a while. So I often throw that challenge out there, and then I get to see all the excuses and like, well, yeah, but okay. And that's fine too. Do your thing. However, you don't hear me trash talking your thing because I do a different thing. And, I've just seen a lot of ability to go from CrossFit to crossing over to other disciplines pretty seamlessly. I don't really see a whole lot in reverse where somebody goes from this style, and there's different HIIT style workouts out there for sure. There are very specified movements, and I get it. And people, so used to doing pull-ups this way. How dare you kip? You look ridiculous. Yes, and it makes for a better all-around athlete. This is one movement, couple muscles. Kipping up the bar, we're not saying, oh, I did 50 pull-ups. And it's like, well, you kipped them. Yes. Yes. But let me see you do 50 kipping pull-ups. It's still athleticism. So it's funny to see the way that people look at CrossFit and the way that I looked at CrossFit before I started it. And I remember the first CrossFit workout that I did, I was dating a girl who did CrossFit, and she goes, this is the workout of the day. And she's talking all this trash that I'm not going to be able to do it. And I did the woman's workout, and it killed me. And I'm not going to let her see that, right? So she goes to work the next morning, and I'm laying in bed just like, oh gosh, okay, I can finally hurt. Mm-hmm. It tore me up. And then I was like, wow, there is actually something to that. I want to get into that. She and I broke up, and I got into it, and I haven't looked back.
Yeah. Yep. Very much the same. Once you get into it, it hurts. It does hurt. It hurts. You're going to hurt.
Yeah.
You're going to lay in bed going, there is no way I can get up and go.
Right.
Yet we have at Radho, CrossFit, we have a 5 a.m. class that's got 10 people in there, men and women.
Yeah.
That they absolutely kick boot, man. They are. It's described as a whole new world at the 5 a.m. class. You better come ready to get harassed, yelled at, sworn at, keep it up. I mean, those are the guys that really push hard. I go to the 9 a.m. class.
I go to the 4 p.m.,
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Big
Yeah.
stride away from that 5 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, but it's where I feel good. It's where I have plenty of time to get my body ready, get that stiffness out, all of those things.
Yeah.
So
When I have, I've had clients that are very data-driven people, and while I don't participate regularly with CrossFit, I'd say over the years I'm in and out of it. I'll have a friend that's like, hey, I go every Wednesday, or just drop in with me once a week. I'll do that. It's a great tool to have in the belt. I'm a very big proponent of that. But ultimately, what I've noticed with my clients that are new to fitness and health in general is I will recommend CrossFit to them, in that it does two things. One, it's just the overall stress of the nervous system, cardiovascular system, muscles, all of it, right? It's a great way to get them into something that is difficult for them, but is going to have a massive impact for them right away, as opposed to figuring out how to isolate muscle groups in just regular weightlifting. I feel like it's a better all-around place to start. It's also for your data-driven, analytical mind. There's a ton of data there. If you want, if that's what's important to you, and I have clients that get very, very motivated and they're very analytical, great, go do CrossFit. You can log everything in very, very specific ways, and you can track your progress very specifically. Some people are like that. I have other people that don't even want to step on a scale. They don't care. The scale means nothing to them.
It means nothing
so,
to them.
I really like that that element of CrossFit, being that it is a very equally so a very data-driven approach to physical fitness.
Yep, exactly.